The girl says they told her that they would kill her if she told anyone, even describing one incident where Annie stabbed her in the neck for not doing the dishes correctly.
They hate you. You're gonna die. I don't want to do this.
Thank you for watching Why I Killed You TV. Please make sure to like, comment, share, and subscribe to this particular YouTube channel and this particular video. I would greatly appreciate it. Today we're going to be talking about Daniel and Annie Caller. They were a married couple. They lived in Benton County, Arkansas. Daniel was 34 and Annie was 28. They were known as a quiet couple. They stayed at home pretty much in Rogers-Bentonville area. Police records do not list their jobs, and newspapers have yet to report exactly what they did for a living, so that remains unclear. Starting in August of 2020, a teenage girl began living with the Callers. Investigators have not yet said how that connection started, but she called their house home for several years. Over time, the girl says that the couple's house turned into a place of pain and fear. According to police affidavit, Daniel raped the girl many times between 2020 and March of 2023. Annie once walked in on one of the episodes and pulled the girl away, but that did not end the cruelty inside of the house. The teen told officers that Annie hurt her even more often than Daniel did. One day, Annie stabbed the girl in the neck with a dinner fork because the dishes were not washed the right way. While doing it, Annie shouted, "I hope you die." On another day, the girl broke her leg, but the couple refused to take her to the doctors. Food was almost never given to the girl. She says the Callers allowed her only one Pop-Tart a week with a single glass of water. At night, she had to sleep in the bathtub with no blanket or pillow. If she complained, she was punched, kicked, and dragged across the floor. Annie also forced the teen to take hard drugs such as fentanyl, cocaine, methadone, and methamphetamines. Court papers say that the girl had to snort these drugs at least 4 times a day, even when she begged not to. The couple warned her they would kill her if she ever told anyone. For years, the girl kept silent because she felt trapped and blamed herself. Early in 2025, she finally decided she couldn't take it anymore. She couldn't take the guilt. In April, she went to her school counselor and told everything. The counselor quickly called the police and the child advocacy workers. Bentonville detectives opened an investigation and gathered medical records, photos, and the teen's detailed statement. A judge issued an arrest warrant on May the 9th, 2025. Officers took Daniel and Annie Caller into custody. Mugshots show them smiling, an image that soon spread across social media.
Accused of raping a girl repeatedly over several years. In the probable cause report, the girl described instances of sexual abuse, neglect, and being forced to use drugs. This is by Daniel and Annie Caller. The girl says they told her that they would kill her if she told anyone, even describing one incident where Annie stabbed her in the neck for not doing the dishes correctly. The couple is being held at the Benton County Detention Center. Both are scheduled to be in court next month.
After investigators say they uncovered years of child abuse, Daniel and Annie Caller are both facing several charges. Now, according to the Bentonville Police Department, the child abuse was both physical and sexual and lasted for 3 years.
Daniel faces charges of rape, SA, terroristic threatening, endangering the welfare of a minor, and permitting abuse of a minor. Annie is charged with battery, permitting abuse, terroristic threatening, endangering the welfare of a minor, and giving drugs to another person. They are both being held at the Benton County Detention Center. Daniel on a $750,000 bond and Annie on a $500,000 bond, and each have been assigned a public defender. Their first court date is set for June of 2025. Since the arrest, the story has raced across the national news sites, local TV stations, true crime channels. Hashtags call your case continue to trend on Twitter, YouTube, everywhere where creators are posting updates and live discussions. Viewers are angry, shocked, and eager to see if justice is going to be done for this teen survivor. Right now, the victim is in a safe place under the case of Child Protective Services and medical staff. Prosecutors say more charges could be added if more evidence is provided. If Daniel and Annie are found guilty, they could spend the rest of their lives in prison.
They hate you. You're gonna die. I don't want to do this.